Hi, I'm Jess. Welcome to Math to Know. In this lesson, we're gonna learn about solid geometry. You may be wondering what a solid geometry is. Well, in math, solid geometry is one of the divisions of geometry. We all know that geometry is all about shapes and their properties. Now, let's define solid geometry. Solid geometry is a geometry of three-dimensional Euclidean space. It includes the measurement of surface area and volume of solid three-dimensional figures. What is a Euclidean space? It encompasses the two-dimensional plane, the three-dimensional Euclidean geometry, and similar spaces of higher dimensions. It is named after the ancient Greek mathematician Euclid of Alexandria. Let us start with some of the simplest shapes. These are the common three-dimensional shapes. There are two main types of solids, the polyhedron and the non-polyhedron. Now, what is a polyhedron? Polyhedron is simply a three-dimensional solid which consists of a collection of polygons usually joined on other edges. These are cubes, platonic solids, prism, and pyramids. Each polygon in a polyhedron is called a face. The line segment where two faces intersect is called an edge. The point of intersection of two edges is a vertex. Let's discuss about the cube. It has 6 faces. Each face has 4 edges, it has 8 vertices, and at each vertex, 3 edges meet. It is one of the platonic solids. To find the surface area of a cube, the formula is surface area equals 6 times the edge length squared. Example, find the surface area if the edge length is 4 centimeters. Let's substitute to the formula 6 times 4 squared, so the surface area is 96 square centimeters. Example number 2. Find the surface area if the length is 3 centimeters. Let's substitute to the formula 6 times 3 squared, so the surface area is 54 square centimeters. B. Find the surface area if the length is 5 centimeters. Let's substitute to the formula 6 times 5 squared, so the surface area is 150 square centimeters. C. Find the surface area if the length is 1/2 centimeters. Let's substitute to the formula 6 times 1/2 squared. 1/2 times 1/2 equals 1/4. 6 times 1/4 equals 6/4. Lowest term, 3/2. Surface area equals 1.5 square centimeters. D. Find the surface area if the length is 2 1/2 inches. Can you answer letter D? I will give you 5 seconds and timer starts now. So let's substitute to the formula 6 times 2 1/2 squared equals 6 times 2.5 squared equals 6 times 6.25. So the surface area is 37.5 square inches. Wow, you got it right. To find the volume of a cube, the formula is volume times edge length cubed. Example, find the volume if the edge length is 4 centimeters. Let's substitute the formula 4 cubed. 4 times 4 times 4, so the volume of the cube is 64 cubic centimeter. Example 2. Find the volume if the length of one side is 2 centimeters. Let's substitute to the formula 2 cubed. So the volume of the cube is 8 cubic centimeter. Example number 3. Find the volume if the length of one side is 3 centimeters. Let's substitute to the formula 3 cubed. So the volume of the cube is 27 cubic centimeters. Example number 4. Find the volume if the length of one side is 7 centimeters. Now you help me solve this one. I will give you 5 seconds and timer starts now. Let's substitute to the formula 7 cubed equals 7 times 7 times 7. So the volume of the cube is 343 cubic centimeters. Now, there are 5 regular polyhedrons called after the Greek philosopher Plato, and these are called Platonic solids. Platonic solids is a regular polyhedron where all the faces are congruent regular polygons. There are only 5 because the sum of the measures of the angles that meet at each vertex must be less than 360 degrees. Tetrahedron, hexahedron, octahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron are the 5 Platonic solids. Euler's theorem states that the number of faces, vertex, and edges of a polyhedron can be related such that F plus V is equals to E plus 2. Let F be the faces, V be the vertices, and E be the edges. Example: using Euler's theorem, find the missing answer. Let's solve for the edges of tetrahedron. Given, vertex is 4, faces is 4, and edges is missing. Let's substitute to the formula. 4 plus 4 is equals to E plus 2. 8 equals E plus 2. E is equals to 8 minus 2. And the answer is 6 edges of tetrahedron. Let's solve for the vertex of hexahedron. Given, V is missing, F is 6, and E is 12. Let's substitute to the formula. 6 plus V is equals to 12 plus 2. 6 plus V is equals to 14. V equals 14 minus 6. So the vertex is 8 vertices of hexahedron. Let's solve for the faces of octahedron. Given, V is 6, F is missing, and E is 12. Let's substitute to the formula. F plus 6 is equals to 12 plus 2. F equals 14 minus 6. The answer is 8 faces of octahedron. Let's solve for the vertex of the decahedron. Given, V is missing, F is 20, and E is 30. Let's substitute to the formula. 20 plus V is equals to 30 plus 2. V equals 32 minus 20. The answer is 12 vertices of the decahedron. Let's solve for the edges of icosahedron. Given, V is 20, F is 12, and E is missing. Let's substitute to the formula. 12 plus 20 is equals to E plus 2. 32 minus 2 is equals to E. So the answer is 30 edges of icosahedron. Another Platonic solid is the prism. Prism is a polyhedron with 2 congruent bases in a parallel planes, and the lateral sides are rectangles. To find the surface area of the prism, the formula is 2 times base area plus base perimeter times length. Example number 1. What is the surface area of a prism where the base area is 25 square meters? The base perimeter is 24 meters and the length is 12 meters. Let's substitute to the formula 2 times 25 squared meters plus 24 meters times 12 meters is equals to 50 squared meters plus 288 squared meters. The surface area is 338 square meters. To find the volume of the prism, the formula is area times length. Example number 1. What is the volume of a prism where the base area is 25 square meters and which is 12 meters long? Let's substitute to the formula 25 square meters times 12 meters is equals to 300 cubic meters. Now we go to pyramid. Pyramid is a polyhedron with one base and all the lateral sides meet at the common vertex. The lateral sides are triangles. Parts of a pyramid. A pyramid is made by connecting a base to an apex. The base is a polygon flat with straight edges and all other faces are triangles, no curves. Types of pyramid: triangular pyramid, square pyramid, and pentagonal pyramid. Triangular pyramid has 4 faces, 3 side faces are triangles, base is also a triangle, has 4 vertices, has 6 edges, and is also a tetrahedron. Square pyramid has 5 faces, 4 side faces are triangles, the base is a square, has 5 vertices or corner points, and it has 8 edges. Pentagonal pyramid has 6 faces, 5 side faces are triangles, the base is a pentagon, has 6 vertices or corner points, and has 10 edges. To find the surface area of a pyramid when all side faces are the same, the formula is base area plus 1/2 times perimeter times slant length. When side faces are different, the formula is base area plus lateral area. Example number 1. Base area is 28, perimeter is 20, and slant length is 5. Let's substitute to the formula 28 plus 1 over 220 times 5 equals 28 plus 50, and the answer is 78. To find the volume of a pyramid, the formula is 1/3 times base area times height. Example: base is square with side length of 5 and height is 6. Let's substitute to the formula 1/3 times 5 times 5 times 6 equals 1/3 times 150, and the answer is 50. Now let's go to the second type of solid geometry, non-polyhedron. Cone, cylinder, sphere, and torus are non-polyhedron because they have sides that are not polygon. Sphere is a perfectly symmetrical. All points on the surface are same distance radius from the center. It has no edges or vertices. It has one surface, not a face as it isn't flat, and it is not a polyhedron. To find the surface area and volume of a sphere, the formula is surface area equals 4 times pi times radius squared. The formula for volume is 4 over 3 times pi times radius cubed. Example: when radius is 5, the surface area is 4 times pi times 5 squared equals 4 times pi times 25 equals 100 times pi, and the answer is 314. For the volume, when radius is 5, 4 over 3 times pi times 5 cubed is equals to 4 over 3 times pi times 125, and the answer is 524. Torus can be made by revolving a small circle along a line made bigger circle. It has no edges or vertices, and it is not a polyhedron. To find the surface area and volume of torus, the formula is surface area equals 4 times pi squared times bigger circle radius times small circle radius. Volume equals 2 times pi squared times bigger circle radius times small circle radius squared. Example, when small circle radius is 3 and when bigger circle radius is 7, surface area equals 4 times pi squared times 7 times 3 is equals to 4 times pi squared times 21. 84 times pi squared is equals to 829. For the volume, 2 times pi squared times 7 times 3 squared is equals to 2 times pi squared times 7 times 9. 126 pi squared is equals to 1244. Cylinder has a flat base and a flat top. The base is the same as the top. From base to top, the shape stays the same. It has one curved side. It is not a polyhedron as it has a curved surface. To find the surface area and volume of a cylinder, the formula is surface area is equals to 2 times pi times r plus h. For the volume, pi times r squared times h. Example, when h is 7 and r is 2, surface area is equals to 2 times pi times 2 plus 7 is equals to 2 times pi times 2 times 9. 36 pi is equals to 113.097. For the volume, pi times 2 squared times 7 is equals to 28 pi. The answer is 87.96. Cone. It has a circle at one end and a point at the other end, and a curved side. It is not a polyhedron as it has a curved surface. The pointy end of a cone is called the apex, and the flat part is the base. To find the surface area and volume of a cone, the surface area has two parts. The formula for base area is equals to pi times r squared. The formula for side area is equals to pi times r times s, which together makes surface area equals pi times r plus s. For the volume, 1/3 pi times r squared times h. I hope you learned many things in my video. Remember, you can't get good in math just by watching videos about it. You actually need to practice solving real math problems. As always, thanks for watching You Math to Know, and I'll see you next time.